Welcome to Project Eden for Empyrion Galactic Survival, and I'm currently stood on the bridge of the capital vessel, and I just jump straight into the ship here and go to this position. You'll see we're parked right next to the abandoned drone base. Don't worry about the drones floating around, they actually belong to Polaris ones. And in this video what we're going to do is take down the abandoned drone base. But before that, I have had a request from somebody to talk a little bit about the way the logistics work in the game. So I'm just going to run through it very quickly. Once you press F4 to get into the inventory, if you see at the top here, you've got the connect to container on the right option. If you click on this, you'll see that the bar down the bottom here goes yellow. Now, for some reason you want to do any adjustments while you're actually in this screen in the memory, if you click on here, you can actually flip between the two down here. Of course, if you come out here, you'll see that the bottom bar is now yellow. Now, there's two ways that you can actually flip between the two. One is to press the T key, and that will flip you backwards and forwards between these. And the other way you can do it, which is a little bit more inconsistent, that is if you happen to know the number of the item you want to access on the personal toolbar, you can go like that. And of course, it will work the other way. If you've got something on the yellow toolbar, if you select it, and that's where the game can get a bit confused. That's why it's actually better just to use the T key to go between it and then select the item that you want. Now, another advantage of using the logistics toolbar is if you want to go into put something into the workshop, because what you can do is you can drag it from the inventory rather than put it in your personal inventory. You can drag it down, drop it onto the toolbar. So if I drag something I wanted to put into the workshop, you do there, and then you can just click on it and drag it up and drop it into the workshop. Now, we're not going to need the logistics here, because one of the other ways you could, when you're taking down a POI, you can kind of loot directly into the ship as long as it's close. And that's the reason why I've moved the ship in really close like this. You can see we're right alongside this area here. I'm just going to pick up the make sure we're fully loaded. Now, this POI isn't very difficult, but at the same time, you do need to be a little bit careful, especially when you first go in here, because there's bound to be some kind of scorpions hanging around. We're just gonna, you can see we just woken up the top and the guys here, and what we'll do is what I'm going to do is put everything in there. So we're just, I think we'll start by kind of looting across the top here. Must have seen those red dots floating around all the time. It's a little bit disconcerting, and we're just going to pick up some fuel. Various other bits and pieces. One thing I have forgotten to do is just go to constructor in. I need a core. Let's just make a core. Because of course we're going to core the base just to be able to get a few kind of nice goodies out. Pick up this. Looks like we've got a shield boost. That can go and do there. What's in this corner? We've got a, wow, that's not bad. Capital vessel, constructor out. We've got projectile, pistol, shotgun, night vision, some more copper. That's pretty good. We'll take that. And I'll just dump everything in there. We're not going to be doing any multi-touring just much moment. Kind of go into here. I think it's operational needs. We're just going to put the core there. And now we can go up here, but first things first, what I want to do is just kind of go over here. Hello. the shotgun is going to be the preferred weapon for this POI unless we encounter turrets. Now, I'll be completely upfront. I've done this POI several times, so I do know what's coming. And what I will say is that if you've got epic armor and reasonable weapons, this is a fairly straightforward POI. If you're doing it with light armor and kind of tier 1 weapons, it's probably the best, politest way to describe them, it can be a little bit more challenging. Just out these last few. Wow, we've got a flux coil, that would be useful. And we got some motors and that there. And I think we can go up this one, just do a make sure we're fully loaded. And we're hello, haha. Sometimes it's a scorpion here, sometimes it's one of those guys screaming abdebs. Just a couple of these. I think quite often you find a scorpion down this end. Where is he? Oh, getting some nice night vision goggles. And of course, if you come out here, this brings you down the other side. The only thing is you get the automatic door there. Okay, so we've actually, let's just go outside and stand here. And we'll just check out. Because one thing you got to remember is that if there's been an update, there's no guarantee every POI is still the same as what you remembered. So sometimes it just pays to have a look ahead. I think this room's relatively safe. And I think we got this room here. I know at the top of these stairs there's a turret there, but that's... Okay, let's just go up the stairs. Actually, I think I missed that, didn't I? That doesn't perish, so... Okay, let me just... Let's look round. Okay, we're okay in this room. What we got here? Just put you there, and we can put you in the fridge. Might as well kind of make some effort to keep things tidy. And we've got ammunition. Put this constructor out. Really hoping for some armor, but obviously not. Spotlight, that's about as good as useless. And we got some medication. I think we'll put this in fridge out. Medkits. Yeah. Okay, it's just. See if we can. He's still alive. Got him. Shift F. Shift F. Oops. I think there's nothing else in this room. Well, hostile anyway. Got everything there. Okay, let me just see. Structure out. So we got some pretty standard loot from that, but that's to be expected. And I don't think there's anything else in the room. It's just kind of put this stuff in the fridge while we're at it. Have a quick look round. This kind of drops back down into the room that we were in before. Just kind of reload the shotgun. The way to take out this turret is if you kind of go up the steps backwards, shoot that railing out. Oops. And that gets rid of him. Just a quick reload. And back to the shotgun. If I remember correctly, when we approach here, those guys drop down. I don't think there's anything in that corner. Got some more. Like I have a meat problem, if nothing else. Just put this in the fridge. And just a quick reload. And what we need to do now is go down right down into the base of the POI. think this room is relatively safe. I think the fun starts once we go down into these rooms. There's like, hello, we got some there, and there's like two kind of ways down. There's like two ways down, and then we got, yeah, so we kind of can come down each boat once like that. We just drop down. So I don't think any creatures spawn in this room. Although, never assume. Wow. The Dino Stew would be going to be quite useful. Structure out. Got another trauma kit, some more equipment. Mushrooms. That could be, those could be very useful because we can possibly use those to make some mushroom plants. Oh, heavy armor. That's going to be really good. We got some sarcosium. I mean, the Xeno steel blocks are a little bit of a pain in the neck, but I'm not going to turn them down. We'll just take that tier 2/6 stuff. Going through a fair amount of ammunition, so we don't need minigun rounds. That can go into the ammo. Let's shove you there. Now there are some containers in here, but we'll do those once we actually core the base. And which one should we go down first? I think we're fully loaded. I mean, we got a couple over there. Get in there. Okay. It's too damn. There's a fourth one in here, but there he is. Gotcha. And what you can do is go through here into this room full of fuel tanks, but we'll loot this room down first. What we got? Oh, we got a flamethrower. We've got no ammunition for it though. Obviously, we've got somebody. What are you firing at? That must be a golem or something that they're firing at. Let me put you in the ammo section. Put you there. Let's see, we got these. Take that. Put you down there. You're part of the. You can take that shotgun ammunition. And put you, didn't I? Okay. Take the explosives. Not we're going to need explosives in this POI. Now we can go out here, but one way you can do this is if you go back up again and then go across to the other side. What this one does, it takes you down into another room, which will also have scorpions in. But I don't think this one has quite so many scorpions in it. And by doing the two rooms like this, one, you get access to some nice loot, but at the same time, you can actually... Okay, we're just going to put you there. I'll sort this out a little bit. That can go that way. And of course, we got here. We've got basic factory construction unit, time reduction 30 minutes, use 3D printing to help manufacture base components. So when inserted into the blueprint, okay. I've got absolutely no idea what that is. It's probably something to do with Project Eden. Because as far as I know, that's not in the vanilla game. We've got fuel, multi-tool. Not really getting anything excessively exceptional at the moment, but that's okay. There's some really nice loot boxes down lower on. I mean, we got the flamethrower. I'm kind of tempted to put this on, but we don't have a lot of fuel for it. And the flamethrower can be, just to show you, we got no fuel for it anyway. Okay, let's just go in here. If I remember correctly, there are some not drones, turrets. But yeah. And what this does is it kind of takes you out into a room. Gotcha. Okay, I'll just grab you. Must admit, I really love my shotgun. Not just connected to a logistics container. Now there is a turret. There he is. Oops. Gotcha. Back to the shotgun. There's lots of fuel in this POI. Okay, if we go that we have to. I mean, we don't have to take this turret down, but that turret is over the door from this room, which is the one where that came down. So I think we've cleared out the whole room to make sure. And then this comes back into here. And that's where we're going to be going next, down there. I don't think there's anything else up here. Nope. So I'm just going to stand here. Just have a quick look. See. Oh, this is an interesting room. There's there's a couple of turrets in there, but more importantly, you've got those screaming abdabs, and you need to get rid of those first. But the way to do it is to try and attract their attention. Oh, go away! Here they come. This is where having the epic armor. Gotcha. Makes a difference. Just a reload. Oh, go away. I need something with a bit more capacity on it. Oh. I think maybe we need the sniper rifle. Whereas I don't want to go out too far into the room because I know there's other. Gotcha. I know there's other screaming abdabs in here somewhere. You can hear mechs, but as far as I know, there are no mechs in this. Yeah, why? What you can do is come up here and then round. Yeah. Normally there's more of the guys down here. And, sure where they went. Let's just have a look round. Now there's a turret up just behind there. We should be able to... As we got here, tier 2 shotgun. That's pretty good. Let me just go over here. We've got a pretty epic... Oh, what we got here? EM pulse rifle. Plasma blaster. Okay. I'd have much preferred something like an epic shotgun. If you look through here, you can just see the turret. Now, somewhere just in front of there is a trapdoor. So what we're going to have to do is get rid of the... Get rid of you. Reload. Reload. Oh, there it is. This is just there. What we'll do is we'll just blow that so I know where it is. And just to show, oops, we can find somewhere where we can spawn this. And this comes down to the room here. This is actually where the core is. Core is in there. Oh, we've got... Normally get screaming abdevs down in here. And what will happen is when we come in here, you get loads of scorpions will drop down from the roof. So, shotgun. Quite often you'll find a scorpion just down in here. I think he gets trapped on the spawner. Just shift click here. Oops. I just get this stuff in the fridge. Go in. Actually, you can go and construct in. Okay. So what we got to do now is the lower floor. Now, generally the problem here is that once you drop down. Oh, that was a bit close. I think these were the guys who were normally up in the room up there. The scorpions in this corner. Get rid of you. Say in previous times I've done this POI, it's always been scorpions at this level, but that's the way it goes. We'll take whatever we can. So we go this way. There's one. An infected wound. Okay, let me just have a quick look. I don't know if I've got anything for any best I have. Come on, game, you're killing me, and I can't. Actually, no, this isn't it. It's about. Ha. We got rid of that. That will build our stamina back up again. We got. Let's put the light on so we can see what we're doing. There's nothing in here as far as I know. So, Manoki. Aha, gotcha. Make sure nothing else up here. This way, and there's another guy here. I mean, quite often they get trapped in these corners. And we'll just have a quick look here. Got epic plasma rifle. Want an epic shotgun, please, game. So we'll take this. Navigational data and a data pad. I think the data pads is what we hand in on the research vessel, isn't it? Just basic factory construction repair kit tier 2. That would be quite useful. And no, walked in. 2 flamethrowers, no ammunition. We'll have to look into seeing how we can make the ammunition. And what we're going to do now is just a quick reload. And what you want to do is kind of come into here, then back out straight away like this. And I think that will be it. And then, of course, what we can do is destroy the core. Oops. Now, if I remember correctly, yeah, there's a loot box here. Gold ingots, auto miner cores. Okay, so we've swept the room. Kind of a bit intrigued about the corridor that goes nowhere. So we'll just have a little bit of a look round and see if we can find anything. I think we've got everything here. Now, let's just have a look at nothing in here. As far as I know, we've got everything that's in this room. Now, what you don't want to do is core anything at this level, because what you need to do is go back up, and you can kind of jump up onto this dome thing, but probably the easiest way to do this is come here and just salvage out blocks here like that, kind of up to here, and if you kind of turn this way, maybe I've gone a bit too far. There it is. Kind of just come back into this room here like that. Just come up here. Of course, we can now loot this box here. And got a reasonable amount of loot. I was saying I was really hoping for an epic shotgun, but that's the way it goes. And I'm not sure where that mech is. Just kind of, as far as I know, there's nothing else in here. And what I want to do is just get up to here now. And we're just going to go back into one of these rooms, and what we're going to do is before I core it, I'm going to take out all this lovely fuel, 3371, because what you'll see is if I put the core down now, the core, let's find somewhere to shove the core down, get rid of you so I don't have to keep walking around you. Probably just put it up here actually. It in there like that. Hear it exploding. So if you'd cored it down below, the fuel tanks would have blown up and you'd have lost that thing. See, the remaining generators. So we lost a couple of generators, but that's not that big a problem, to be honest. If you really wanted to scrap the generators, what you would need to do is find them first, and then if you really wanted the generators, what you'd have to do is find them first, quickly core it, and then turn the power off. But I don't think we're going to need to do that. Let me just come in here. I think we've probably lost all the generators. Now we've got loads and loads of small generators here, but probably take those out. We've got 26 fuel tanks. And what I really want to do is take a few of those fuel tanks for my ship. course, we got the oxygen tanks as well. So we've got 1, 6, 6. We've got some oxygen out of here. And this time we're going to come in here, fridge 1, put this stuff in, constructor in. Then we're gonna do is go to building components, hook that. And what I want from here is about 4, at least 4. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them all, because the ones I don't use I can put up into the workshop, and putting whole components up in the workshop actually reduces construction time. So what we'll do is we'll take all the fuel tanks, but what I'd like to do is put out at least another 2 in my ship, because what I've been doing is kind of spreading them around a little bit to spread the risks should I get actually hit or something like that. Can do is just we'll just salvage out these just to make sure we got them all. So we'll just take that and go back across to the other room. What's over here? Okay, these are the generators. We'll just scrap out the generators. There's like another room in here. One of the mechs are in here. So this is just the entrance room for here. A few more generators up the end here. Just scrap them out. Take you just for the components. Just take you. Keep hearing those noises of the mechs. I've got no idea where they are. We've got this room here. Because as far as I know, there are no mechs in this. I mean, I can't see it being on this floor. I'd have covered this whole floor here. Anything here? No. It's the edge of the base. I mean, the safe-in plates would be quite useful. I can put those up in the ship. Out. And we're all the way back up the top. Of course, what we can do now is loot these out. Well, let's take them to be on the safe side. I don't think there's anything in through here. This just quite literally goes out to the outside. And you can see how close we are to the ship. I'll just take these. I'll take that. And of course, we'll take these. A little bit of hydrogen. But it's almost so we come back out to this room. Oops, obviously I didn't do these. I must have missed them. We'll just take this bit more hydrogen. Wouldn't mind a couple of these oxygen tanks, and just salvage the. We got everything, and we'll just retrieve these as well, and salvage. And that is it. There's another secret door in here, but you can see it's all fairly routine stuff. One of the fun parts of taking down POIs, you can just kind of walk through walls, or blast your way through walls. Better term, I suppose. And that is the abandoned drone base, as far as I know. Because up here It's just the top. I don't think there's anything in here, so we'll just kind of, now you can see here, this is, I don't think there's anything else up here. It's probably these guys making the noise. It's whenever I'm near them, they seem to. Anyway, we'll just grab some more Sathian plates while we're up here. I don't think they're going to object me taking apart the building that they're guarding. Oops. And we'll just get back onto the ship and just take a good look at our loot. So as you can see, the abandoned drone base is relatively straightforward. As long as you've got decent armor and decent weapons. Light armor or single tier weapons, it'd be a bit more of a challenge. And just sort out what we've got. Actually, let's just do capital vessel CV. That's, I think what we'll do is we'll put this in bridge there. Structure in, we'll just all that various nice stuff that we've picked up. Don't think there's anything else in there. Operational needs, we'll put that in there as well. We've got quite a big there. Ammo controller. Structure out. So this is where we got all the main stuff. I'll put the operational needs in there. We got a little bit of fuel. We can put this into the player. Got night vision goggles, we can sell those. What's this? Advanced health nanite injector grants fast health regeneration for 2 minutes. Wow. Advanced stamina nanite injector. So I think this is very much part of Project Eden. And what that effectively means is that if you inject this, so that you really want to keep this for really tough battles, because what that means is that for 2 minutes you're going to get constant health regeneration, which will make a big difference if you're in a really tough battle. You don't want to throw those away on fairly routine stuff. We'll just put this in here. Anything else? Well, I suppose that will have to go in there. Go in there. That will go in there. Auto miner cores, we'll probably end up selling those. I'm going to be completely honest, I'm not a big fan of auto mining, because it only really gives a good return if you actually select the option which makes auto mining true. Basic factory, because I think I'm going to put these in building components for the moment. So we'll put medical devices in, repair kit. We'll put the auto there. We'll just take you out as well, because you shouldn't be in there. And everything else is just kind of sketchy bits of junk, really. Operational needs, so that gives me some there. I think that's about it. I think what we'll do is we'll keep our nice new heavy armor in. What I might do is actually change to the heavy armor in a little while, just so that I can preserve the epic armor for tougher battles. I think just going to hook out the weapons. We got plasma rifles. Didn't get an epic shotgun. That's what I really would like to have found, but we still got the abandoned factory to do. Flamethrower is useless until I can find some ammunition. And we've got this plasma blaster. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what the plasma blaster charges are. We'd have to look in how we can make those. We got that there. We got that here. We got food. Let me just put this into bridge out. I think what I'm going to do is start putting the medical stuff in here. We can also put the data pads and navigational data in. And for the moment, we'll just drop in this stuff as well. The oxygen, other health related stuff like that. This is just junk. Shouldn't be that. And we'll just put that in there. Structure in, you can go there. Go in there. That kind of clears everything else out of here. I'll put this up here. Back to ammo controller. it there. Sniper rifle, and that can go in there. Well, I think I'll just put this stuff in here. We're probably going to need to go to the trading station and see if we can solve up some of this stuff. Certainly want the weapons here. Pistol upgrade kit, that can go. Shotgun upgrade kit. Multi-tool, that in there. Binocular. And I suppose we can put that lamp in there as well. Building components. This is an HV tool turret. And we'll just put that in there. Let me go back to player. That in. And oh, so we've got some stuff constructor out. Constructor in, so we'll put all this in here as well. Med kits. That there. And the rest of this can just go in the down here. And I think we definitely will need to go back to the trading station and sell some stuff. And I think that is about it for the abandoned drone base. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.